During our time with MFG, over about a 1.5 month period, we acquired 13 new customers all around the country.
My name is Randy Spargo, and I founded this company in 1986. When we first started this business, the first problem I had after I got set up was, how do you get the customers? And what we did was, we eventually, after struggling for about a year, we hooked up with an independent sales rep. Over the years, our relationship deteriorated. We didn't have a sales rep anymore, and what we did was, we were living off word of mouth and the quality of our work. And in 2009, the bottom fell out, and we kept trying to figure out how we could get more work.
Over the past few years, we have been looking for a new method to find new jobs and utilize the capacity that we've built up in our shop.
We actually hired another sales rep, and he had no luck whatsoever getting any work out there knocking on doors. And then my son started telling me about this website called MFG.com.
As a matter of fact, it took me about a year before I was able to convince my dad that this was the right path to go.
And what he kept saying was, if you pay a certain price, you could look at jobs all around the country. And I was very skeptical, and I kept kind of shutting them down.
His objection was it was a steep price, it seemed, right off the bat.
And then eventually, he got to me, and I said, okay, let's give it a shot. And next thing you know,
over about a 1.5 month period, we acquired 13 new customers
in 12 different states in the first month and a half of using MFG.com.
In a month and a half, our first month and a half, we've gotten about 15,000 in sales from new customers.
All around the country. We'd never served customers in Florida or California or Washington State, and now we serve all of those and many more.
We would have never had an opportunity to quote on their jobs in the past.
And I said, oh my God, this is going to work.
It turned out that it was part of a whole plan. It was a part of a plan of getting our profile, getting a presence on their website, and they didn't want someone who was going to be there today and be gone tomorrow. So they identified us as a strong supplier.
Well, what we found from the start, and it was our game plan right from the get-go, was they have a rating system right there on the website, and you can go from 1 to 5 stars. And we made it our objective to be a 5-star rating right from the get-go, and we got a 5-star rating up on the internet. From that point on, we were able to raise our prices a few notches and still get the jobs, because the people looked at the 5-star rating and said, these guys know what they're doing. We don't need the cheapest price.
This is an order we got on MFG.com where we had to help the customer re-engineer their drawing. We took their drawing and made them samples, and what we found is that the threads were coming through the outside wall of the part.
And they didn't mesh together as our customer would hope they would. Over a 3-day period, we helped them redesign the threads and some other dimensions on the part. And over the weekend, we ran off the parts and delivered them 3 days after they were completely redesigned.
I would absolutely recommend MFG.com, because right now, it's kind of our only hope right now to find new customers. And it's opened my eyes that I can now work all around the country.
I would recommend this to anyone who has a job shop, who has excess capability, and is looking to get new customers from all across the country.
I highly recommend MFG.com.
It was definitely worth it.